Hey beauties, good evening to you, beautiful people. All right, my beautiful Jamaican people. I saw something, on the World Wide Web, on the internet, as it relates to, or as it regards Noah Lyles, the American sprinter over the 100 meter. I'm not sure if he also does the 200 meter. And, he is in a relationship, a romantic relationship with one Jamaican by birth, and also an athlete, I presume, on the basis of what I was reading and listening to, and so on. So he basically was quite unwise in some of the things that he said publicly, in an interview, because I was listening to one of the hosts, and he was basically saying that he's really ignorant of Jamaica and the happenings in Jamaica as it relates to sports, sprinting in particular, athletics. He's not, the impression that he gets is that there's not enough media coverage on the Jamaican athletes who run for Jamaica in Jamaica and so on. So he says he's not sure. He really made sure to qualify that he's lacking knowledge where that is concerned, and so on. So I don't know if that comment that he made sort of spawned the conversation on Noah Lyles to not use emotional intelligence, and basically was saying that, the woman that he's in a relationship with, she said, and for me that was a positive comment, this one, when he said she has a knack for talent. She knows if somebody can run fast or not, and he said that if she says that this person is going to run fast, they usually do. But he made mention of Kishane Thompson, that yes, he may run fast, but he tends to be prone to injuries, but for this one he wasn't injured, and there are a lot of things that he knows that goes on, that people don't know. And I think that is when he derailed completely, by basically giving away, yes, by basically, giving away that he's familiar with a lot of things that goes on in terms of the Jamaican camp regarding athletics. Now, for me, my beautiful Jamaicans, it really is not a mountain, it's a molehill, to be very honest with you. I wouldn't say he said anything damning. He was just not using emotional intelligence. He was just unwise. Am I saying because he's young? Because I'm going to say that, he's young, and he shouldn't be. Because am I saying because he's young that he must not be held accountable or be answerable? And so no, I'm not saying that. I could never say such a thing. However, one of the things is that I want us to use the same measuring stick that we give ourselves to give to people, whether we like them or we do not like them. Because one of the things that is synonymous, silently but succinctly, is bedroom talk or pillow talk. Every human being, once you engage in some sort of romance or romantic activities and you're in a relationship, you're going to divulge information that you wouldn't just tell the average person to your significant or not so significant other. It's just common assault. It's just that you're in the hope that they would remain loyal and devoted and confidential and not divulge the information that you would have shared with them. Because we're all guilty of that. It's a part of the humanness. We're communicators, and we're going to communicate information with each other. Even if you have a dog or a cat or a rat or a cockroach or a lizard in your home, you're going to even talk to the lizard about some private and confidential things. Now, I'm sure that his girlfriend would not have expected him to go out and, make that public, to make it so obvious that she tells him things. Even if she does, she would have expected that he would have kept that within. Additionally, or perhaps, or I should say, maybe he thought, or consequently he could have thought that what he stated, the things that he mentioned, was not anything damning. Because when you're young, there is something in our brain that we don't think through everything. There is something. That, we have to seem to go through the whole, when you have the child development stages, we have to go through the young adult development stages as well. So in other words, when you're 20, it is almost impossible to think as though you're 40. No matter how you may see somebody young and mature, their thinking ability and level cannot be at 40, because they have not had that much experiences as yet in life, and only direct experiences can teach them that. I'm telling you. Because I remember when I was 20 and how I thought as 20, as I was still somewhat playful, still playful, but my thinking pattern and the way how I view life is almost vastly different now than then. Because when life started to roll up its sleeves, and double up its fists and started punching me in the face, punching me in the sucker, punching me in the gut, poking me in the eyes, blocking my nostrils. I said, oh my God, this is life? This is life? And I'm saying to you, my beauties, don't come with him with a heavy measuring stick as you would a solid adult. I'm not saying that, all right, fine, you can chide him, you can probably drape him up and say, boy, what you do? You're mad. I shared something with you personal. How could you do that? I'm not saying that things like that can't happen. You understand? Because maybe he really thought that what he said was not that. Because to be honest, when somebody said, you heard what Noah Lyles said, and what I said, no, so I'm there thinking, my God, what did he really vehemently come and disrespect one of our athletes, like some of the past ones and so on. I said that would be so sad and disappointing. It seemed as if these people don't learn their lessons. When I heard it, I said, all right, well, some of the comments were just unwise. But if young people, it has a lot to do with his youth. No matter how much education you have, no matter how much training you get, the principles and the standards that you have, at some point, as a young person, you're just going to say the wrong thing. You're going to be unwise. I'm telling you, my beauties. At some point, you're just going to say and do the wrong thing. No matter how Paul has this, he says, when I want to do good, evil presents itself. When I try to do good, it's like I'm doing bad. And when I'm deep in my heart, I want to, and the things I want to do, I don't do. And the things I don't want to do, I do. So it's basically the same thing I've just said. When I want to do good, evil presents itself. In other words, no matter how your heart is clean and pure, you're just going to say the wrong things at times and do the wrong things. I'm telling you, people, it happens. So let us extend grace to him. What I would encourage my Jamaican people to do is pray for our athletes, that we get mostly gold, second in command. I say that, second in command. Second, silver. And if needs be, I'd rather us get a bronze than no medal at all. Rather the bronze than no medal at all. But my Jamaican people, it was just unwise, and it's youthful exuberance. And I think many of us are probably upset because, there is always this sort of a combative war, so to speak, with Jamaicans and the Americans as it relates to sprinting. The battle of the fittest and the most talented and gifted. And, so we have this war within. If he had not stated all of that, probably, we would not be this vitriolic and want to blast him and want to, have a lot of backlash towards him. I mean, let the tracks do the talking. That's my saying. We have bigger fish to fry. Let us pray and see how best we can mitigate crime and violence and corruption in Jamaica. How we can help our children. See, a lot of homes have been demolished, really torn apart because of this hurricane. Even yesterday when it was raining, one place in St. Catherine, I could not believe it, flood prone. I was wondering if the hurricane went specifically there again. The whole house flooded out, dirty water. The lady said her dresser that she paid $30,000 for, the fridge had to be on blocks. Her brand new sheets gone, messed up, or she going to have to, you know what I mean? So we have bigger fish to fry. This, not even make it a 9 days wonder. Alright guys, follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this message.